60% of Americans earning over $100,000 a year live paycheck to paycheck. Not people making $30,000. Not entry-level workers struggling to get started. People making six figures. And the most common thing those people say is this: I make good money. I don't know where it goes. That sentence is not a cash flow problem. It is a behavioral finance problem. It has a precise name, a documented mechanism, and a 5-step fix you can start implementing this Monday. My name is James. This is Reverse Wealth. And this channel exists because 90% of finance content tells you what the problem is. We tell you exactly what to do about it. This is the foundation video. 10 episodes, every Tuesday and Friday. Each one a complete system. Not just the problem, but the exact steps to fix it. If you are watching this and it already makes sense, subscribe now. The next 9 videos build directly on what we cover today, and the algorithm will not always bring them back to you. Okay, let's look at the actual math of $100,000 income. Gross, $100,000. After federal and state tax, the average take-home sits around $72,000, roughly $6,000 per month. Now the spend. Rent or mortgage for a household earning this, roughly $1,800 per month. Car payment and insurance, $600. Groceries and dining, $800. Phone, internet, utilities, $300. Subscriptions and memberships, $200. Clothing and personal care, $200. Miscellaneous and convenience, $400. Running total, $4,300 per month. Remaining, $1,700. $1,700 per month is $20,400 per year. At a standard savings rate, that should be building real wealth. But Bureau of Labor Statistics data consistently shows that households at this income level save less than 5% of gross income. 5% of $100,000 is $5,000 per year. Not $20,000, $5,000. The gap between what should be possible and what is actually happening. $15,000 per year. Every year. Over a decade, that gap, invested at 7% historical average, is $207,000. That is not a budgeting problem. That is a behavioral trap. And the trap has a name: lifestyle inflation. Lifestyle inflation is not irresponsibility. It is psychology. When income increases, spending increases to match, almost automatically. Not because of bad decisions, but because of a documented mechanism called hedonic adaptation. Brickman and Campbell established this in 1971. The core principle: humans return to a baseline level of satisfaction regardless of what changes in their circumstances. Win the lottery. 6 months later, reported happiness levels are back to baseline. Get a raise. Within 12 to 18 months, the lifestyle has expanded to consume the raise. Satisfaction returns to baseline. The new income feels like the old income felt. There is a second layer: social signaling. Research on positional consumption shows that a significant portion of lifestyle spending is not about personal enjoyment. It is about communicating status to a peer group. The apartment upgrade is not just about space. The car is not just about transportation. The restaurant is about where you are seen eating. Each status signal requires maintenance. Maintenance requires spend. Spend requires income. And the income that was supposed to build wealth is now servicing a performance. Here is what makes it invisible. The spending feels justified at every individual point. The rent is reasonable for the neighborhood. The car is practical. The dinners are for networking. Each individual decision passes the logic test. The aggregate fails the wealth-building test. I ran this audit on myself 3 years ago. The signal number was embarrassing, and it was the most useful number I had ever calculated. Here is the 5-step system to break this. Step 1. Run the spend audit. Pull 3 months of bank and credit card statements. Tag every transaction in one of 3 categories. Need, that is rent, groceries, utilities, transportation function. Enjoyment, that is spending that genuinely improves your experience when no one is watching. Signal, that is spending whose value depends on someone else seeing it or knowing about it. Do not edit yet, just tag. 3 months, every transaction. Step 2. Calculate your signal number. Total every transaction in the signal category, monthly. Multiply by 12. This is your annual cost of performing wealth. For the average household earning $100,000, this number lands between $8,000 and $22,000 per year. That number, invested rather than spent, at 7% over 20 years, somewhere between $39,000 and $107,000. If that number just landed, that like button tells the algorithm more people need to see this system. And if this is the first time you have seen this channel, we are building a 10-video behavioral finance system. Subscribe now. The framework continues in 30 seconds. Step 3. Identify your 2 highest cost signals. Not all signals. 2. The 2 most expensive items in your signal column. These are your targets for the next 90 days. Not everything. 2 things. This is critical. Cutting everything at once activates identity resistance. Cutting 2 specific items keeps the system manageable and the wins visible. Step 4. Design the replacement, not the elimination. For each of your 2 target signals, answer 3 questions. What underlying need does this spending actually serve? It is almost always one of 4 things: status, belonging, security, or identity. What is a lower-cost way to meet that same underlying need without the signal spend? And what will I do with the redirected money specifically? The replacement preserves the function. The signal delivery mechanism changes. Your identity does not feel threatened because the need is still being met. Step 5. Automate the redirect. The moment you stop a signal spend, on that exact day, automate the freed amount to a savings or investment account. Not eventually. That day. Your brain will find a purpose for available money within 60 days. Automation removes the decision. The money moves before the lifestyle can absorb it. This is the mechanical difference between insight and transformation. Insight says, I should save more. Automation says, saving already happened, before you could spend it. Here is your exact timeline. Monday this week. Pull your statements. Spend 30 minutes tagging 10 transactions, just 10, to learn the 3 categories. Build the muscle. Days 1 through 7, run the full audit. Tag everything. Week 2, total your signal column. Calculate the annual number. Identify your 2 highest cost signals. Week 3, design the replacement protocol for both. Answer the 3 questions for each one. Week 4, execute the first replacement. Automate the redirect on the same day. Days 30 to 90, hold the system. The discomfort of week 2 becomes the habit of week 8. That shift is the mechanism working. Week 12, run the audit again. Compare signal spend to week 1. Most people who complete this system see a 30 to 50% reduction in signal spending within 90 days. Not through restriction, through redesign. Track 3 numbers. 1. Weekly signal spend in dollars. Target: 30% reduction in 90 days. 2. Savings rate as a percentage of gross income. Target: increase by 1 percentage point per month for 3 months. 3. Automated savings amount. The monthly recurring transfer that now runs without your involvement. This number should exist and grow. These 3 numbers tell you whether the system is working before you feel it working. Federal Reserve data, Bureau of Labor Statistics. Behavioral economics research. All peer-reviewed and available in the description. Tell me in the comments, what is the lifestyle upgrade you regret most? The one that felt like a reward at the time, and now you see clearly as a signal spend. Drop it below. I read every one. Video 1 of this series lands Tuesday, and it is the counterintuitive one. The math behind why looking poor is actually your best financial move. The neighbor with the Toyota worth $3 million. The BMW driver at negative $40,000. That math? Next. Subscribe and hit the bell so the algorithm actually delivers it. This one is worth seeing in sequence.
The foundation episode is complete. 9 more building on this one, level 1.